What's the strangest punishment your parents ever gave you? If I cursed, my mom would make me go into the bathroom and say every curse I knew while looking in the mirror so I could see how ugly I made myself look while cursing. Well, I learned that if I wanted to curse with impunity, all I had to do was say ass and get sent to the bathroom where I could say any curse I could think of, punishment free, for as long as I wanted. Lol. Accidentally taught you venting coping skills. Neat. For some reason my parents allowed my brother and I to have a very basic bow and arrow which we were allowed to shoot at a cardboard box in the backyard. I, being very young and very dumb, crawled into the box while my brother was firing. Parents were not pleased, and to demonstrate how dangerous what I had done was, they made me lay on the couch for the whole day and pretend I was in a hospital bed. I mean, if you were an active kid and weren't allowed to move or play with toys, boring TV and bland food, I can see that as a punishment. Still weird though. When I was 10, mom would take my Northeast's games for a week. When I was 13, mom would take my SNES games for a week. When I was 16, mom would take my blank floppy disks for a week. I didn't explain the mistake to her until I moved out. All I can imagine is just a drawer full of floppy disks with names on them which are all blank and an old cardboard box of numbered floppy disks with stuff on them. I would get grounded to the front porch because when I was grounded in my room I would entertain myself with literally anything, even lint from the carpet. So my dad finally had enough and made me sit on the front porch, and I wasn't allowed to talk to anyone except to say that I'm grounded and can't talk. Random stranger walks by. Hi, I'm grounded. My dad said I can't talk to you. Hi grounded, I'm dad. Dad made me splice together his old 8mm vacation films into a Vine style highlight reel after I hurt his feelings by refusing to see Chef with him. Why did you refuse to watch it with him? And have you watched it with him since then? What did you think about his vacation films? Sounded like foodie porn. Watched years later and now I see where he got idea for punishment. If I misbehaved in a car, my mom would lower the window and say that a bird would fly in if I'd continue to misbehave. Were you afraid of birds? Or just the thought of getting a bird smacked into your face at terminal velocity? Was the car free falling into a bottomless void? Me and my sister were fighting after I tried to steal some of her chili fries and she stabbed me with a fork. Dad took us out back and tied us up face to face with a rope. Told us when you figure out how to work together you will be able to get out. Did you work together and get out? After we stopped spitting on each other, yes. My mom was pretty old school, so she wasn't against spanking, which was my usual punishment. Strangest was when I made fun of my sister for wetting the bed, calling her a baby and stuff. My mom wasn't happy because I was making her cry and setting her back. So as a punishment she made me wear a pull-up whenever my sister had to. A lot to unpack there. That's what my therapist said too. I had to fill cut open tennis balls with pennies. I'm still not sure what that was about. I was innocent BTW. It's called a pitcher's ball. You fill a tennis ball with coins and tape it with duct tape. Makes the ball heavy, so helps with training catching and throwing for baseball. How to make a pitcher ball. In another comment op said their dad played baseball in college, so I bet you're right. Not really a strange punishment, but it turned out strangely I think. When I was probably 5 or 6, something happened. Literally can't remember what I did to deserve the punishment that caused my parents to send me to my room with no lights allowed on and the door closed. I'd never been able to sleep with the door closed and at least a light on in the hall or something till then. This time, I just went to sleep after a while and there with no lights, and that was the last time I needed lights on or the door open when I went to bed. Worked out well from my point of view and worked out well from their point of view too. My parents routinely took away my library card when I did something worth punishing, so I memorized it. When they caught on they refused to go to the library with me for the duration of my punishment. So I started volunteering at the library once a week, so they had to take me. Steady on, Hermione. Forced to smell dog breath. Because if we have to deal with the filth from your mouth, then you have to deal with the filth from its mouth. I got this on numerous occasions. It sounds silly at first, but it was anything but at the time. I begged them to give me anything but that. like for swearing. I was not allowed to read unless it was specifically for school. My teacher stopped letting me bring books to class because I would finish my work early and read. I got the answers right and I wasn't causing trouble, so I still don't get why I got in trouble for practicing cursive writing after my assignments were done. One of my desk mates said it bothered her, so I wasn't allowed. Still salty about that. Thanks for watching. If you liked my video, go ahead and check out my other content. And also don't forget to like and subscribe for new videos. If you loved the video, leave a comment.